This is the Expedition 3, the longest in the Bay Sports range of expedition and sea kayaks, measuring at 5.25 metres long. It has a width of 58 centimetres at the widest point and has a height of 37 centimetres from the base to the highest point on the cockpit. This brand new model weighs in at 30 kilograms, which is impressive for a polyethylene kayak, thanks to the use of our signature foam core construction, blending an HDPE foam with an HDPE polyethylene, making it lighter and stronger than regular HDPE plastic kayaks. This brand new kayak has a beautiful design with nice hard angled sides for better water splash resistance, and it has a maximum weight capacity of 160 kilograms. The total volume of this kayak is an impressive 370 litres. As you can see, the cockpit is quite raised for quite an extended period up to the front of the bow. The front hatch has 66 litres of volume inside, while the rear hatch has 110 litres of storage volume in the rear. The cockpit width is 85 centimetres from the back to the front and 44 centimetres across. So starting from the very front, you can see it's got a grab handle, which is a nylon material with a rubber handle for transportation. There's one at the front and one at the rear. Starting at the front, you also have some reflective deck perimeter lining that runs the whole way down the kayak. You can attach your dry bag and all sorts of gear to this, whilst it also provides some safety and visibility for you when boats at sunrise and sunset, their lights reflect on here so they can see you out on the ocean. One of the unique features of this expedition range is the Expedition 3 comes with a groove so you can fit a compass. The range of silver compasses are made to fit this, which are available as an optional extra to purchase with this model. At the front here, you have a paddle holder so you can stash your paddle or any other gear underneath here. And as you move down into the front, this is your 25 centimetre EPDM rubber hatch cover, which opens up to quite a large, deep storage area. There's enough room in here for a two-man camping tent, a dry bag, and even a queen-size doona. Quite a lot of storage room in there. As you can see, there is a sealed bulkhead with marine-grade silicone here, so whatever comes into the front storage area, such as water, in case the hatch is left open, it won't flow through to the cockpit, and vice versa. Water in the cockpit won't flow through to your dry storage area here. These rubber hatches keep your gear dry, making sure that you completely seal it properly so it's nice and flush all the way around for a proper seal. Up on the deck, you can see it's quite a raised deck from the front of the cockpit all the way to the front storage hatch. It doesn't dip too sharply down. You can see the sides is designed on this model to come up on an angle like a trapezoidal design. You've got more storage, more bungee cord here. Put your dry bag and gear or a tent, whatever you like. And then conveniently located in front of the hatch is a 8-inch twist lock, so you can store your mobile phone, your keys, other gear that you want to keep in arm's reach from you. You can see that it has a very high quality, very good quality inner nylon bag, which is removable as well. Around the rim, you can see is a rubber seal. That's designed to give the compartment a nice seal against water, and whilst more or less watertight, it's not completely waterproof, So always keep your valuables in a waterproof phone case or dry bag. Closing this is a matter of finding the groove by simply putting it on top, turning it ever so lightly until it drops down, like so, then using 2 hands, twisting it, and then giving it another twist, a bit harder to get that extra good seal. As you can see, it's got the drainage channels for water that splashes up onto the deck. It runs and is channeled down through here, underneath the cockpit and back into the water. So a nice design by Kayak Swedish designer Björn Thomasson. Into the cockpit, you can see it's quite a nice open recreational cockpit design. At the front, you have the adjustable thigh braces, depending on the height of the paddler. The longer your legs are, you move it further forward, and the shorter back here. This kayak has these inbuilt thigh braces, which are made of a nice high quality foam, so you can really get your thighs up into here for support when you're going for a nice fast paddle. The extra support here just gives you that support in your lower back, so not to put any strain on it. Very comfortable, and they wrap all the way around. Looking into the cockpit, you can see it's quite spacious, makes it easy for people with bad backs. Getting into the water makes it a lot easier to slide your legs and get your knees in and underneath here. As you can see here, we have the new upgraded footrests. A very simple design, meaning you can now adjust the footrest position using one hand, simply lifting it up, pushing it back to the desired length. This particular kayak has the most amount of legroom at 155 centimeters from the backrest to the furthest footrest position forward here. So this means paddlers up to 6'7", probably 6'8", could still comfortably fit in and paddle this kayak. As you can see, there's even more storage room behind the actual footrests, so you could potentially put another maybe 20-litre dry bag if you ever needed extra storage. As you can see on this footrest, it utilises stainless steel, 316 stainless steel, which runs all the way down the kayak to the back rudder system. Controlling the rudder system is as simple as resting your foot on the footrest and using the ball of your foot to push on the top piece. Pushing it on the right foot turns the kayak right, and pushing it on the left turns the kayak left. So a nice, simple, easy to use design. Looking at this seating area, it has an inbuilt touring seat with some high quality dense foam on the top, quite thick too, so it's got some really good support under the bum. And this one has a adjustable backrest, depending if you would like a more lounged style or a more upright position. You can adjust this while seated in the kayak just by reaching around and flicking these straps, these buckles up, and then pushing back. That gets you all the way back. Whilst if you want to pull it forward, simply reaching around behind your back, grabbing the 2 toggles and pulling it like so, gives you that much more upright seated position. So it's a nice adjustable and quite comfortable inbuilt touring seat. As we move further down behind the cockpit, you can see there is the deck ball and lines to adjust and pull the rudder system into the water and out of the water. Directly behind the cockpit, you have some more bungee cord storage for another dry bag, keep your gear nice and secure on here. And then you can see there is a stainless steel lock point here. So if you want to store your kayak outdoors, you can put a bike chain or bike lock through there, and obviously clip on any other gear that you want to attach on the top of your kayak. In the rear, another oval shaped rubber hatch. As you can see, as mentioned before, the storage litre in the rear is 110 litres, so lots of storage in here. Again, these are expedition kayaks, so they're designed for adventures long and far, multi-day adventures where you need to take a fair bit of gear with you. As you can see, it goes all the way quite deep along here, a good arm's length, about 60 centimetres I'd estimate. And then all the way here to really get gear down, you've probably got about a metre of storage all the way back. So there's a good amount of storage in this kayak. The most of any of our expedition range of kayaks. Again, making sure you push the rubber hatch right over the lip to give it a nice, good waterproof seal. Pulling it off is easy as just grabbing the lip here, lifting it up and pulling off. Putting it back on, just getting one part around the lip initially and then running your fingers along the edge just like so. There you go. Moving to the back of the kayak, a little bit more bungee cord storage, which is attached to the second grab handle for transportation, leading down to the stainless steel wiring, which is standard on all of our expedition range of premium kayaks. And then you can see here a rudder holder for transporting the kayak. Using the deck ball, you can pull the rudder up and into the water as you head out on your adventure. And as you're coming back into shore or into shallow waters, you can simply grab the deck ball, pull it towards you in the cockpit, which pulls the rudder back into a safe position. As you can see, pushing right on the right footrest turns the rudder system sharply right. Pushing on the left turns your kayak left. Very simple, nice large sized toe piece so you can really get the ball of your foot against it. And pushing all the way to the very back ensures that the kayak rudder is turned on the sharpest angle for the best maneuverability. As you can see on the hull of this kayak, it's quite a flat design from a good 1 metre into the kayak all the way to about 1 metre from the back. So again, it's got nice thick side walls, a nice flat bottom, which gives you good primary and secondary stability. So if you're sitting out in the ocean and you're getting some waves rocking from side to side, the secondary stability helps keep your balance, whilst the nice flat bottom makes it a great kayak for beginners through to intermediates. Being 5.25 metres and a polyethylene construction, it's still relatively lightweight, utilising the foam core construction.